There's a saying out there, if you're asked to get on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat is yours. You just get on. But in this vlog, I want to talk to you guys about when biting off too much could be detrimental to your health and your wellness, or ultimately your business. Stay tuned. You know, how much help should you ask for? Right. Or how far have you pushed yourself until you realize you've potentially gone too far? And I remember very clearly, I was on a flight from Los Angeles to Hawaii, which just sounds great, but it couldn't have come at a worse time for me, to be honest with you. It was my wife's birthday, so we were taking a trip and some of her family was meeting us from Australia in Hawaii. And I remember I was in the seat and it was in the middle. There was 4 seats in the middle and 2 on either side. And it was me, my 2 daughters, and Sim. And I just remember just sitting there. There was no entertainment system on the flight. So it was just me staring into space. Yeah, it was. And I just started crying, believe it or not. And I turned to Sim, who was on the other side, on the aisle side, across the plane. And I just said, I think I've gone too far. The velocity of the job, the velocity, the stress, the demand, the pace of the business was just at a state that made me actually question, right?
Did you feel in that situation you had people to turn to, or you were alone in that, and that's why it felt like it took you down?
Yeah, I was alone. There was one other person with me on the journey, and I felt like they were shouldering their weight, or they were shouldering
someone had to be
their
strong.
stuff, and I had to kind of stand side by side with that person, and it was amazing. Like I look back on it now, and I'm like, I don't want to say thankful for living in the toilet bowl for a couple of years, but I'm thankful for that experience because it's made me stronger. But that's why we have the talent around our team.
Right.
That's why you've got your Andys, your George, your Gavs, your James.
Yeah, sure. I haven't had my own business where I had to carry the weight as so much what you would say, but I feel like every person has a story in an organization where it's either their director was just really extremely hard to work with and it brought them down emotionally, and you know, they didn't think they were doing the best at their job, or everything they did was wrong, or it doesn't necessarily be, you know, that you have to have your own business to feel that way, but in some sort or some way at some stage in everyone's career progression, I think they've been there.
Totally.
And it's the way you kind of like take that and pivot it to be a positive.
Super smart. That's exactly right. And so from my experience, in wrapping up, in my experience, because I felt so lonely, so vulnerable, so exposed, and so like emotionally drained, I made a commitment that would never happen again.
Yeah.
And so starting, you know, successfully leaving that business and then starting a new venture, I'm happy to share in the success of the business, and hey, you can pick up more equity so that I'll carry my side, you carry your side, and together we're
And I think that's another topic for another vlog, but the emotional intelligence that you now probably have from a situation that you went through.
EQ versus IQ. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining us today, guys. That was a pretty good vlog, right? If you go to creativecubes.co/vlog, you're gonna see hundreds, if not thousands more.